Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am PANCZASU and welcome to what may very well be the last part of my Drakken tutorial slash playthrough. We have waited for this moment for very long and you're going to have to wait for it a little bit longer, as I'm not yet ready to declare war on the voters. Let's give you the setup, shall we? So, this is the situation we're in. I have two of my armies already right next to Brahma. I have a third one on its way, and these are all the armies I have sent into the voters' territory so far. As for the remaining armies, they're carrying in Family and the Godfather, and I have three backup armies that are staying in the extortion for the time being. Now, the reason for this is very simple. I do not want to risk roaming around the Wild Walkers territory where I would surely be attacked and my army would be maybe not completely and utterly destroyed, but it would be weakened in an unreasonable fashion for no good reason. Rather, I would keep it as a backup plan for in case my first attack doesn't go according to plan. Because, in honesty, if we have a look at the status screen, I have plenty of time. The enemy only completed one research project out of the 5 they need for the scientific victory. So I have plenty of time before that happens. As for the quest, the voters aren't there yet, and the Wild Walkers, it looks like they're very slow with their second step of that. Anything else, well, AI is nowhere near winning, thankfully. So I can still take my sweet time and it's going to be okay if I do so. So even if this attack fails, I can wait until I can declare peace, or rather enforce peace, with the Wild Walkers and then just casually walk through the territory with my old main army, and also at that point I'll attack the enemy with the full might of the armies that I'll breed in the time being, which will be quite enough to destroy any resistance, if any shall remain by that point. Other things I did off camera is I re-equipped my hero slightly. This hero in particular has an extra slot, so I gave him the army damage boost, and since the other hero looks like I was using to, guide my ranged army, I decided that it's more important that he has the damage boost rather than the defense boost. And yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. It was very expensive to get enough titanium for that. I mean, that's 22 titanium, and I'm kinda in a hurry, so yeah, I just got it already, and then I assigned it to this hero ASAP. Just in case he gets attacked, I want him to be in this army already, because, then my losses aren't quite as big. Anything else? I did retrofit the demons slightly. I was tempted to take away from them the dust ring and the dust chestplate, because I was thinking, well, they're supposed to be the frontline damage souls, right? So what they really need is attack and damage. But the thing is, I cannot outdo the enemy in terms of damage and life. I mean, I can sort of, maybe-ish match them, not really. But the point being, it's attack and defense that matter more, and it's attack and defense that I can compete with when it comes to finding enemy that is constantly on drugs. So I was doing my best to max those two out, and while it is possible to go for a higher defense per se, I was thinking to myself, well, PANCZASU will be at the front line, and if I tried really hard, I could make the defense go up to like 120, which is a significant increase, mind you, but it also meant that the production cost increased by quite a lot. And when I keep things this way, well, it's only the dust cost that is really being increased by a lot. Industry as well, but that I care less about. And I give myself extra 200 life. So the question is it better to have extra 200 life or 20 defense? I'm honestly not too sure about what is the answer. Let's check what the enemy has in this particular army. For example, they have 71 attack. So, but the thing is, let's assume worst case scenario, because attacking and defending while having better defense and enemy having lower attack increases your odds of the enemy not being able to hit you correctly, right? But I always assume that I'll have as bad luck as it gets, so that I'll assume that enemy always hits me or even gets a critical hit. So assuming that, I do want my PANCZASU to survive for at least like 2 hits, hopefully at least 3, which is why I decided to give them extra life rather than increasing the defense to 120. So there was my line of reasoning right there. As for anything else, well, I didn't do much. I changed some build orders around, make sure that I'm making things that I'm supposed to be making and stuff like that. As you can see, I'm making demons and a bunch of things. Conciliar as well, but it's also working geometric labs, because why not? It's a bit of exercise I might as well be getting. So it's end of 10, and soon enough we will test the strength and the faith of... Faith? I don't know what I said there. Well, anyway, strength and faith of the Voter's armor. So let's go ahead and make my armies collide, and what is this? Close borders! Oh no, I'm so scared. Like, seriously, I don't even care. My hero has leveled up. Which one are you? You're the productive one, so I'll give you... That is military upkeep. Yep, I don't care about that. That's not that. Yep, let's increase your... Oh, right click. No, my arch nemesis. Anyway, let's increase my production even more, so thank you very much. Buildings have been finished, and now I can assign my final empire plan. So let's go ahead and go to max out the empire and expansion one. Oh yes, baby, plus 50% food. I don't really care about it. In honesty, it would possibly be better to just go for that. But no, I need the happiness and the movement. Oh yeah, very useful, especially if my first attack fails. Extra movement allows me to just charge forward into the enemy fray territory. Fray territory, what? Anyway, into the enemy territory and, you know, re-establish my siege ASAP, which is rather important. So there's that done. Okay, then anything else? Well, there are my armies at the ready, and it looks like this is it. Do I have any productions that require my attention? I probably do. I always do. Yep, Cat requires my attention, and that seems to be the only city. Wow, that's a first. I only have one city I need to take care of. Woo! Alrighty then. Too bad that I literally have nothing to do in here. I cannot afford a demon because I actually don't have enough of the... Oh wow, man. I did make them expensive, I did make them expensive, didn't I? Well, in this case, I'll take away their helmet, which is still not good enough, actually. I'm definitely leaving the axe. The axe is necessary to say the least. I can take away their helmet since I'm barely running low on adamantium, and I'll give them something dust-related, I guess. Yeah, 100 defense is something, I guess, rather than increasing my attack to... Well, it's not a very big increasement anyway. Yeah, okay. And it doesn't cost me adamantium, let's keep it this way. I'm certainly leaving the axe though, it's so much better than the dust equipment. I mean, just look at that. That's 24 attack and 42 damage. 119 attack, 56 damage, and also additional bonus in defense, which is great, and initiative. And the way I see it, attack and defense are way more valuable for me than damage and life, so even if this weapon dealt less damage, I would still happily take it over the other weapons. Paladin I'm not even pretending I'm going to try to go for because I have very little, if any... I do have some adamantium, I mean Paladin income, but barely any, so it doesn't really count. Can I buy some adamantium actually? Let's have a quick check. I can buy some. I can buy 10, I can buy another 10, so let's go ahead and... Oh. But now I have no dust to buy to make demons. Whoopsies. I guess I could sell Mithrite. It's kind of expensive nowadays anyway, so yeah, let's do it. I don't really care about having Mithrite at this point in time anyway. I mean, I could use it for some things like town criers. Oops. Well, it's not a big deal anyway, and I would rather have the army right now. I really would. So let's make one, and that's all the production I need to queue up at this point in time, and let us start the siege. Do I want to? Yes, declare war as well. Thank you. War has been declared. What a shocker. Let's start the siege. Do I want to attack her right away? Let's see. It would involve units from Aranak as well, but if I don't attack right away, the Voltors will surely send in reinforcements. Well, question is what kind of reinforcement these are. If those are Cape C3 figure something ors, then I don't really care. 250 fortification is not that much either, so I think I'll attack now before they can re-establish the armies. Also keep in mind the enemy can teleport the armies, which is rather important, so yeah. So yeah, this army, like those titans, they will take quite a lot of work. Let's attack right away. I don't care about the fortification, I care about the enemy army more so. So, let's see, reinforcements, it looks like they will be gaining a hero. Oh well. This is actually queued up the way I want it to be. What a shocker. Let's go ahead and press ready to fight. I think I will... I mean, those guys, the officers are pretty bad. They will get one good charge in. That's all they're gonna be able to achieve. And those guys I really don't care about. They'll never hit me. If they do, then that's BS. And the enemy hero could be any... Oh, she doesn't look that great actually. She's level 10, but... I mean, I don't know what she has on her. I could have checked it actually, but I didn't because I'm a big fat dummy. Anyway, yeah, fortification is going to be a problem, I'm not gonna lie, but at the same time, I really did want to save myself some time. And besides, it's not like it's the end of all things if I fail with this attack. It really is not. So I think I'll get the big fat dragon at the top of this cliff, and oh, come on. It looks like, yeah, those deployment banners are not in the best spot. Those ones are great. It's a very short distance between me and the enemy army, but the other ones, not so great. Okay, I'll put this Drakkenling, I guess, here to increase the morale of nearby Drakkenlings, even more so. I like this idea a lot. Now, you guys hold the line, you hold the line as well. Everybody, I can actually hold the line a lot, because I don't think the enemy is, in fact, using any marines. So you hold the line as well, like so. I'll tell you to walk over here if you can and try to blockade this area. This guy will probably get picked off fairly quickly, but that's okay. They have another ancient? Yes, I do. So, this ancient, hold the line, then walk over... Oh, the enemy got some units over there. What are those? Oh, dawn officers. That's a problem. But what I can still do, and what I want to do, is... What is this? That's the useless guy, and that's a dawn officer. So, in this case... well, it's not like I can do much. So, walk over here and attack militia. That's not very important, but whatevs. And then I want to protect my dragons, so you... hold the line over there, and then that's the important bit. You will definitely need to hold the line in here so that nobody can pass along to where my Hunas are. Oh, but it's already too late. Those guys have better initiative and they can attack the Hunas ASAP. Well, just in the event they do not do this, Hunas, please go ahead and stand over here. And you, this hero, go ahead and stand over here and do whatever you can. The dragon is going to stand here and attack this guy, I guess. It's not a very big deal, whatever he does. And also make sure that he is, in fact, going to stay where he stays. You will collect so and attack him. And that's it. Where is my main hero? Ah, he's over here. Right. He has a bit of range. But my guessing is that those guys will come in and join the party. This guy will be the first one, though. So let's actually focus fire on him, and I should be able to attack quite well. 80% chance to hit, 20% chance for a critical, 0% chance to miss or get a half a hit. But this strike... Oh yeah, they were dummy though. That means they didn't attack my Drakkenlings and they didn't attack my Hunas either. And yeah, look at that. They got charged. That's what they did with the charge. Oh, those guys did attack. Oh no, they're attacking the dragon instead. That's unexpected. Unplanned, and I was hoping to get the dragon over there, but that's okay. I guess I'll set the dragon in there later. This position, this area is unoccupied anyway, and the enemy cannot get to it unless they use the dawn officers, which I doubt they will. Okay, so my Hunas actually moved to the right spot, which I'm surprised, but... Oh... No, I did tell him to move to a better location, so he just had to walk to this location. Because, yeah, let's occupy one of my reinforcement banners. I have too many of them after all, so I should get rid of some of them, right? Crying out loud. Oh well, it's not a very big deal. So in here I have an enclosed space, which is, I suppose, nice enough, but I'll probably want to move the enclosed space over here, so they can be spaced out a little bit better. Or actually, the enemy's reinforcement banners is what... Ah, you're the weaklings. They were actually... Hold on a second, they were able to hit? Oh, whatever. Whatever. I knew they're gonna be able to hit because, of course, they were able to hit. I mean, why was I expecting anything else? How silly of me. Anyway, you walk... I don't want to walk all the way over there, so I suppose try to focus on him and just kill him if you can. Can you please walk out of the reinforcement banner area? That would be lovely. You make sure that you attack on focus fire on this guy, you focus fire on this guy, you walk to there and debuff somebody like that guy if you can. You probably should be able to do it, I hope. You walk out of the reinforcement banner and then do whatever. You attack this guy, you move over here and attack like so. Should be more or less okay. There are people walking on those two areas. Well, I do hope you walk out of this reinforcement banner, but in case you don't, I will give you an explicit order to do something about it. You guys don't need to be holding your ground anymore. Instead, just make sure that you advance forward. In fact, you can move quite fast, so how about you advance way over there? Like this and like this, and yeah, I'm liking this quite a lot. And I think that's all. So let's go ahead and queue up The others, well, unfortunately my Hunas did get attacked, so yay! More of my reinforcement banners get occupied, and I bet that my hero will not move because I told him to move over here. So he's gonna stand over here, and 2 of my reinforcement banners are now inactive! How lovely! Next time I'll make triple sure that I tell my hero to move explicitly as soon as he spawns, because seriously, what a bummer this is. Oh great, you missed, that's lovely. Well, at least those Hunas are doing something, so yay for that. I killed a militia, how lovely. Actually, did I kill him? Yes, I did. Okay then, let me drink a bit of water because I'm talking too much and I'm over hyperventilating a little bit, so I need to deal with that. Yeah, that's unexpectedly nice. Too bad that probably Harness will spawn in there, so they'll get 0 morale and they'll be picked off easily. Hey, I will not complain though, this extra unit I'll gain for the battle, so yeah, certainly worse things could happen. I'm not gonna complain about that whatsoever. Too bad I couldn't block the reinforcement banner, but there's no way I was able to do that anyway. Still, I got all the way in there, so as soon as something spawns I'll be able to start beating on it mercilessly with my Drakkenlings, which is what I wanted to do in the first place. So those theaters, yeah, I don't care about those guys. Those guys, well, if possible I'd like to kill them. But I'll only tell one of my Drakkenlings to focus on them. The other ones, well, I'll split the fire just to make sure that I have some Drakkenlings left over in the back area. You kill him if possible. You move forward and kill him as well. You move like this. You move forward, try to kill him. You move over here and attack him, I suppose, or him, or I'm exposing my Hunas to danger actually, unless, no, either way I'm exposing my Hunas to danger. Okay, in this case I'll move those guys over here and those guys over here, hoping that those guys will not charge in like so, but they might. In fact, it's quite likely. You move to, let's think, over here it's very important that I do not block myself, like this. And then you, well, if you can, try to move back. Oh wait, is this a reinforcement banner or not? Yes, it is. Okay, so you try to walk backwards and do like this. You try to heal maybe? I don't think it's necessary. Nah, focus fire instead, that's more important I believe. You cannot move unfortunately, no matter how much you try, but in case it is possible for you to move, try to move and attack. You focus fire on this guy, you focus fire on this guy. And you all guys focus fire on him. Actually, no, you like this. Should be more or less okay. Alrighty then, let's launch the battle. And I'll drink some more water. Then again, he probably wants a commentary. But there is not much to comment. Right now, oh wow, that was a lot of damage. I was about to say that we're witnessing the enemy demise, but the fact that the entire main army of the enemy is gaining the fortification bonus is a bit of a bummer. I'm not regretting my decision at all though, because like I said, it's not like the end of the world even if those 3 armies I have over here would die all, but in all honesty, even now I have my doubts that I'll lose all of them. I find it highly unlikely. One thing I wish I could do is force my Drakkenlings to move over the reinforcement banners so that I know for sure that the reinforcement banners will be occupied, but now that is not possible. If the enemy starts the turn on the reinforcement banner, you cannot order your unit to move in there if it turns out to be free after the enemy has first moved. That's unfortunately how it works. Alrighty then. Yay, I killed a Dawn officer. How wonderful. Too bad that there is another one over here where I don't want him to be. Oh well. Also, one of my heroes actually decided to heal somebody up. Not necessarily the best thing ever, but I guess I will not complain too much. Also, yeah, I'm ganging up on the useless units, which I guess is not that bad. Because they are killing people around a lot, so that is... Did you... yes, he did. I told him to attack this guy, so I guess I'm the only one to blame. Oh well. Alrighty then, let's think about it. Why are you all trying to gang up on K-setters? Or whatever they're called. Oh, hi, enemy hero. I kinda do want to kill her just so that... I know she has the lance stand ability, but if I kill her right now, this means that she'll be she'll be easier to kill next time she spawns, so... Let's just murder her horribly. I think that's not the worst idea ever. In fact, I'll do it like this, and then... Who's got the first turn, actually? Is it you, or... You're first. Alright, so you go like this, you go like this. And it should be lovely. Meanwhile, you two keep focusing on your targets. You try to kill him. In fact, I want you all... I want to move... I kinda want to move back a little. Yeah, I want to move you backwards a little bit. I want to attack him. Like so. You stand your ground, you debuff him. You attack him, you also attack him. There's more of those guys, so... Suppose you move over to here. And make sure that those guys are also focus firing on the right guy. You're not on a reinforcement banner, right? Right, so you can freely attack him. And you can attack him. You are in a lovely place. And you are not in a lovely place because I have nowhere to put you. So instead I can put you over here. And put you over there. I like this idea. Now I'll have the heroes both focus fire on the same guy. Although, if they overkill again, this would be kind of lame. So I'll have you fire on this guy instead. And I think I didn't miss anybody. If I did, then, well, too bad in all honesty. I don't want this battle to take forever and ever and take out the entirety of this video. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst thing ever, I suppose, if I win in this video. But at the same time, you know, as much as I like playing those battles as a single player, when recording a video and playing the battles and also talking over it, it's really often tiring. To add to that, it's actually around midnight right now. It's in 3 minutes it will be midnight in all honesty, which is actually a rare event for me. I remember the times when I used to be recording videos only at night. Nowadays I never have time at night. I always have to record my video early in the morning, like literally the first thing I do besides eating breakfast, if I eat breakfast that is. This is when I record my videos, but nowadays, yeah, this is how it goes nowadays. In the past it would always be like midnight or late in the night, like I'm doing it right now. Why has it changed so much? Well, mostly it's just, you know, the way I live my life right now has changed a little bit, so I suppose this would be it. Nightlife for the win, which I didn't have tonight. What a shame, what a shame. Anyway, that's not just it, of course. In Poland there's way less nightlife opportunities than in Korea. It is just a fact though. Like Korea's nightlife, I have never been a place which has as great as of a nightlife as Korea. But I've talked about this many times, so let's just end it with it already, alright, shall we? Focus on the game. Focus on the game. So, the battle progressing as planned. I don't think any of my units did anything tremendously stupid. I do have a bit of, you know, a bummer with those reinforcement banners, but it's not the end of the world. I got another dragon in the end anyway, and another orc, so the dragon would be somewhat helpful. I don't really have a place to put him, but I guess I could put this dragon over here later, and for the time being, those Hurnas over there. And as for all the other units' orders, I think I'll just let you do your thing. How's the enemy here doing? We didn't do any damage to her, did we? Nope, we did not. Okay, then you try to damage her as well. What about you? You are focusing on him, which is nice. You are focusing on your respective targets, which is again nice. You like this, you like this. You... I think you should focus on this guy instead, and you should focus on this guy. Like so. The heroes focus on those guys. And you don't need to focus on this game most likely, and I'd love if I could attack it here, but it looks like I can't. Yeah, well, in this case, just attack him instead. Man, there are so many cases here that they are actually making a difference, because they can heal with the healing halo, and they do have a lot of damage, so they're healing for a ton, and there's a lot of them here, so it's constantly available to, you know, do something, which is why the drags are so efficient on those guys. Okay, you don't focus fire on this guy, focus fire on this guy, I suppose, or this guy. Launch the fight. It's phase 5 out of 6, it's only going to take 4. Look at how many units you have on the battlefield. And imagine if we didn't have those 2 reinforcement banners occupied right now, this thing would be absolutely crazy. Oh no, I might lose that Ancient. I actually should have probably healed it, because, you know, Ancients I kinda do need. Like, Drakkenlings I'm fine losing, even Orcs are more or less okay, but having Ancients around, it boosts your morale by so much. It's just beautiful, so yeah, I kinda should have healed him. Hopefully he will not die right now, and hopefully I'll still be able to heal him on next turn. Well, that's the hope at any rate. So, this guy will move around, those guys will have... Well, this guy will be maxed out on morale, this guy will be maxed out on morale easily. A lot of these guys will be maxed out on morale, which is just the beauty of everything. And did you... Where are you? Oh, whatever. It does... Wait, where are you going? Oh yeah, you're going to stand on the reinforced banner, because that's the logical thing to say here there. Yeah, whatever, let's kill the enemy here if possible. Let's just show her the pain of... You were supposed to take it here, I thought. Oh well, she will live to fight another day. This would happen anyway, of course, but still... Oh wait, she's gonna take more damage, and she's gonna still be alive. That's a bit annoying. If this guy attacked her, then the hero would be dead already, which would be nice and lovely, but no, this would be too nice, right? Anyway, the enemy is being royally crushed at this point, and where are you? Where do you think you're going? Okay, they keep hitting! I didn't check what the likelihood of them hitting was, but I can't believe it was that high. Anyway, I'll have this hero heal because he's on the low ground. Anyway, this hero attack, you attack like this, you try to go like here and attack. You also try to go like here and attack because you'll probably fail. You support those guys, you walk like this and attack, you attack, you walk like this and attack like this. And all the other guys are focusing on a hero. You know what? Fine. Do whatever you want. I don't even... I CBA to control my armies anymore. Oh no, no, don't try my Dracky! Don't try Dracky! No, he died! The Dracky died. Oh, well. To be honest, I don't even care that much. Also, how are those guys moving with those giant hammers of theirs? Oh no, did they just kill another dragon? Yes, they did. Okay, well, now I have only one more ancient left in my armies. That is a bit of a bummer, I have to admit. I didn't expect them to be able to kill my ancients. Do I really care though? In honesty, I don't. Some casualties are unavoidable during the time of war, after all. And yeah. So the result of this battle was, it was completely not worth it. I lost 2 of my ancients, the enemy lost some of the dawn officers and militia and whatnot. Hero is down to 1 health. Actually, are they even going to lose this militia? Don't tell me they're not. It looks like they were not. Yet they are not going to lose this militia either. That's really annoying. Oh wait, no, hero for the rescue. Then the killing blow. Good job. He probably had like 1 health. I didn't actually check how much health they had, but probably around 1. And did they deal half damage? They probably did. Oh, whatever. And I also have a strange feeling that my hero healed up a unit that had full health as well. Maybe not, I might just be imagining things. Like I said, it is kind of late and I'm forced to talk a lot because of this battle that keeps going on and forever and ever and ever. Oh, whatever, let's just keep dealing damage to the enemy. And you, yes, that's so smart of you to walk over there. That's why you don't usually want AI perfect to decide where your units should go. But also, once you play a battle for this long as we did in this video, then I think this is perfectly understandable. Was it just militia right there that died? I think it was, so they'll respawn soon enough. Oh well, I did some damage to satyrs as well. I killed a bunch of dawn officers. At the very least, it will be faster to kill the enemy next time, and means still, even though I lost the ancients, I still have armies so huge that I should be able to royally crush the enemy next time. Alright, so the enemy lost, yep, they lost a ton. Those ancients, that heads. The orc also heads, but not nearly as much as losing the ancients, so yeah. The only ancients I have left is, of course, in this army. Go figure. Well, can you join up with this army? You cannot really do that, can you? Well, in this case, I'll walk like so. Come on, come on, join up. Alright, okay, there we go. Now the main army has an ancient left, which is very important. I do want an ancient to be left there at all times, otherwise it would be kind of bad. Brahma has no more defenders though, so it means that unless the enemy puts somebody inside, I can... No, I cannot instantly take it because they do have armies that would reinforce it still. Oh well. It's, at the very least, I have weakened the enemy a lot. Would they declare a battle against me on their own? Yes, they were apparently. Do I even care enough to fight an Emmanuel battle again? No, this video is long enough and I want it to be the final one, so... First things first, you reinforce second, and... This could be a mistake. This auto battle could go horribly wrong. Let's have a quick check what happens. Oh no, it went just as it should have gone. Oh, I didn't. That's nice. Maybe even a bit better. Actually, no, the enemy had no... Actually, it probably went worse, because the enemy had no fortification bonus. I think I could have killed all of them in this fight. That's okay, though. I really don't care that much. 2 of my heroes leveled up. Researcher, you gain the ability that you'll never use anymore. That's nice. And my other hero has leveled up, which, well, I mean, I guess I can give him call the operator. I don't really care about that much. Let's give him even more life on units. Woo! And then, oh no, you're coming in. Well, you can come in if you want, but that doesn't change the fact that I'm probably going to capture the city now. Like this. Too bad that they moved in just now. Oh no, that's the town reinforcement. Anyway, that should be enough to capture the enemy capital. I lost 2 orcs apparently. Somehow. That's the final way of the game. That's the final way for the game to say F you before I win. So, just with that, Brahma is taken. I can now enforce peace just to taunt the enemy. Hey, hi there. Bye. GG. Yeah, I know. GG. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen. That was a pleasant journey, was it not? But in the end I was able to royally crush the enemy. Victory has been achieved. Can I get the victory music? No, victory music, like, seriously. Alright, in the skull screen it is. Can I please get the victory screen music now? Alright, that's not the victory music, that's the defeat music. No, I may be mistaken. This is the same music that plays in both. Really? Wait, am I that sleepy? Am I that mistaken? I could have sworn that it's a different track. Oh, whatever. I don't really care. So anyway, let's summarize the end of it, because, you know, stats are always fun to look at. So score-wise, apparently I was far below Wild Walkers. Well, I won, so F you. That's why I never turned the score victory, only because I doubt it's, you know, it's genuine. Military. No. I mean, yes, I get stats-wise, pure stats-wise, the Wild Walkers probably did have this kind of enormous advantage on me, but they had really good life and damage. And as I explained to you before, because they had low attack and defense, and I had high attack and defense compared to theirs, in the end I had far more powerful army than they could have possibly created, just because who cares that they had high attack and damage, not that, high damage and life, if they cannot hit me and they keep being hit by me. With critical hits, no less. With critical hits, I can kill them quite easily, which is what I've proven and shown in the past 2 videos. Expansion, yeah, well, we can see how well I was doing compared to the other enemies. Look at that. Even though I was like overexpanding like crazy, that the enemy was still having such a big advantage on me. But also keep in mind, this counts the AI's borrow streets. Enemy AI, LSAI I mean, spams a ton of borrow streets, so this is why the enemy was so much higher than me. Cities wise, I'm pretty sure up until around this-ish point, more or less, somewhere here, I was either on power or even had more cities than the enemy did. Population, I was doing really okay most of the time. It's hard to see because of how clustered up it all is, but it was only around this time when the voters actually got ahead of me by so much. I'm not sure how exactly, but they did. But then again, look at what was happening. I was able to go back to the top and even I was able to overtake Wild Walkers after I started taking some cities, so it's quite nice. Research wise, well, I never even tried, you know, working on research. Like you've seen, I never even made too many scientific buildings. Many of them I didn't even research. So yeah, and I was still able to do relatively fine. Sure, around this point I was far below the enemy technology, but it didn't stop me from winning. And then I suddenly started getting a lot of research because I started working on it a little bit more. Food, yeah, that'll be my plan. Wow, okay then, that is kind of impressive. But overall, I was still doing quite alright on food most of the time. Industry is the important bit, and I was still doing more or less okay. Wild Walkers, of course, overtook everybody after some point, which is to be expected, but look at that. When I try to work on industry, I work hard on industry. Dust-wise, I was also doing relatively okay. That is to be expected. AI usually has some really big problems with dust, I noticed. I'm not sure if that's because they keep buying things out, or if they just never bother making research on things that give them dust. I noticed that a lot of the times AI never researches any dust-producing structures, which is why they usually struggle with dust, and usually when you try to go over diplomacy options with them, they offer you a ton for dust, which is a bit strange since it's LSAI. But then again, I assume LSAI doesn't have to worry about dust expenditure as much, which is maybe why they don't care about not being able to produce dust as much. Science-wise, yeah, lucky so. I never really was up in there until this-ish moment. Influence, I was wrecking the place, except for this Those weird areas where for just one turn alone the enemy was gaining big influence back. Why? I don't know, maybe they just moved their population for one turn or something. It's hard to tell. For just one turn to gain this much influence? Weird. And there was too much influence to gain from a quest as well, so I don't get that at all. Empire approval, well, no surprises there. Endless AI is almost always at 100. Sometimes they're not for some reasons, but doesn't care. I was almost at 100 for a lot of time near the end game though, which is nice. Diplomacy, I could have won diplomatic victory, I think, actually, this game, before the enemy wins this scientific or quest game. If I tried going for the diplomatic victory from the very start, for the very get-go, and spent all my influence on gaining diplomacy bonus, I could have done it, but the requirement being me weakening the enemy and forcing them to go for some military production as well, I would have probably been forced to go for some wars, or force the enemy to declare some wars either way. Still, I'm pretty sure I was able to go for diplomacy victory, but I like war, what can I say? I'm a warmonger by heart. And quest, yeah, whatever. So that was it. Oh, and it's my third menu screen as a reward. How nice. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, before I say my outro, what about my next series? Well, I was planning to show you, have a bit of a short hiatus from Endless Legend, try a new video format for checking out new games. There are 3 games in particular I want to showcase to you, but I don't want those videos to be long like my usual introducing videos. So I was thinking about new format. I'll post a few videos of it in relatively near future, just to test it out and see how it goes, I guess. Endless Legend, of course, as soon as the new paid add-on comes out, I'll make a series on that, obviously. I mean, you do not have to doubt that one little bit. I think that's what everybody expects. Will I make Endless Legend series before that happens? I'm not sure. If I were to do something like this, I would make a series either that is less important or really short and quick, so I can make sure that I can finish it before the add-on comes out, which is unlikely. So I'll think about it. I'm also open to comments. Do not expect any multiplayer games though, because yeah, I'm too busy, I'm sorry. Anything else? Well, Endless Space, I'll come back to that. The multiple personalities playthrough is still a thing, it was fun and I'll continue it in its due time. Anything else? There was something else I feel like I wanted to mention, I don't remember though. Also, in the near future, after you see this video, there might be a bit of a break from videos on my channel for like 1 or 2 days. Why? Well, I would love to give you an excuse like I'm sick or I'm really busy, which I am, but I'm not that busy. The reality of it is Pillars of Eternity. I did back in the Kickstarter. Whatever. Kickstarter, I meant to say, a long time ago, so I kind of wanted to play it. I didn't bother playing the beta because playing betas of RPGs is like a big no-no for me. So yeah, I'm really excited and I want to play it, so yeah. Anything else? I really don't think so. So, ladies and gentlemen, it was PANCZASU, also known as the Mighty Mix Spammer. Thank you very much for staying with me for so long, and I'll see you online.